looking forward to our fourth straight home game. Kentucky Wildcats come to town, and Eastern Division, SEC conference game. Hopefully we can play a little bit better, especially on offense, than we did the last game. But we've not played super all year, really, and we're still trying to figure out who our best players are. Still have some lineup changes and so forth. So we're looking forward to playing Kentucky. Very good team. They've won 2 straight bowl games, 2 years in a row at Kentucky. Something that a lot of people can't say they've ever done. And they happened to just play Florida and Alabama the last 2 weeks, and that's why they're 2-2. If they had a little different schedule, they could come in here 4-1 just like us. But they've already played those 2 teams, and we'll play them later on in the year. But they're a very good team, and we've had a lot of close ones with them. Been fortunate to get a play or 2 in the past, and hopefully we can get a play or 2 this week. Looking forward to another hard-fought, close game against Kentucky. Saturday afternoon, 12:30, TV game, and I think our fans will be ready to scream and yell. We're going to need them again this week. All right, any questions? Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
Good. Charlie. You mentioned that you're still looking for your best players. How long, obviously now you're approaching the halfway point of the season, how long is it going to take before you can finally say these are our best players?
It's going to take a while. You got to give them all a chance to play. Some of them are just learning the offense and the defense. A lot of young guys that just learning how to play. So it's going to take a while. We certainly are not a final product team. We don't have a group of 4th and 5th year players out there playing. So just keep giving players opportunity and go from there.
Steve, you talked about the red zone problems in particular, and I was wondering, the fact that you're dealing with a lot of young guys, does that factor in? I mean, they get maybe a little anxious down here, a little excited?
Well, we didn't have any problems last week as much as we had in the past. But no, I don't think that's it. I just think we've not run it very well, maybe not thrown it very well down there. And maybe should have had some better plays on down there. You know, it all goes in.
Steve is
Where's this coming from?
over here.
We got 2 microphones. Just following the mic over there.
Is Garcia right on track where you thought he would be, or is he a little bit maybe?
He's doing some better things. Yeah, he's doing some better things. We certainly hope and believe that he can continue advancing, continue maybe throwing the ball a little more accurately here and there. But he did throw some good ones in the second half last week, and that was encouraging. And we need to throw real good passes, close to perfect passes. Receivers are running decent routes. We can always get better there. Pass protection can always get better, of course. But we're still working on it. We're certainly not there. May not be there for a while, but we're working on it. Working hard. Fortunately, we got a real good defense, and we don't have to score every time we touch it. And if we play smart and take care of the ball, which is something that we've done very well, as most of you know. I think we've had 1 turnover every game. Is that right? We've had 5 turnovers. Is that right? 1 per game. Heck, we had 4 in the first half of the first game last year, somebody told me. So we've come a long way. We were -8 or 9, I think, after 4 or 5 games. And we're actually on the plus side now. So turnovers are something that has really helped us win those close games.
2-part question. Any concern at all about the team reacting negatively to being in the top 25? And then also, is there anything in particular you tell them whenever the team hits the top 25 for the first time in the season?
No, we haven't really talked about that much. And hopefully our players don't read too many newspapers. But our players know from the coaches that we didn't play near our best last game, and we don't think we played our best all year yet. So we know this is going to be a struggle, just like all of our games are. It doesn't really matter who the opponent is. It just seems to be a struggle, and so maybe it's good for us. So maybe we mentally say, hey, it's going to be a close game, and when it gets tight, hopefully we can make a play there towards the end. We've been pretty good in the third quarters for some reason. We outscored our opponents by a bunch in the third quarter. So we have to come out second half a little bit better prepared to play. We're going to try to get prepared to play the first quarter this week if we can, and go from there.
Coach, if you do get off to a fast start Saturday, is there a possibility we'll see some of those players you want to rotate in there pretty early on?
Listen, Kentucky is a good team. This is not, well, when you get ahead, put some players in. I tried to say that even against South Carolina State. I don't think some of our players believed it was going to be a tough ball game, but us coaches did, and we know this is going to be a good one here. When I say put the players in, right now, those three running backs, all three of them averaged around 6 yards a carry last week. They were all very similar. They all missed some blocks. They all did some good things, and so we're still. Kenny Miles will start. We thought he ran with the ball a little bit better, maybe. But we still got a lot of young guys playing. And I think Coach Wolford's got a new offensive line ready to go this week. He wasn't very pleased with the way a few of those guys played. So that's just where we are. We don't have established stars. When they establish themselves as star players, they get to play about the whole game right there at their position.
Steve, the turnover margin you mentioned, how much of that is just a product of Steven making better decisions with the ball?
Well, a lot of it is, and a lot of it's good fortune. He's still rolled out to the right or left and thrown back inside a couple times and had almost picks, but they weren't picks. So, but he only did it about once a game. So he's getting better at not doing that. But he is taking care of the ball a little bit better. Yeah.
And what about the backs holding on to the ball? Is that anything?
Yeah, the backs taking care of the ball is something Coach Jay Graham really works on and stresses. And we do a little ball security drill this year. I don't know if it's helpful or not, but we try to hold on to the ball and we try to fall on a fumble correctly. Just little things like that. I think we actually should do more of those little tight fundamental drills, like wide receivers blocking and things of that nature. We're still not a great blocking team all the way around. Blocking and tackling is the two biggest parts of football, and sometimes as coaches you probably don't practice that as much as you should. But anyway, the running backs have done a super job taking care of the ball.
Coach, can you talk about how impressed you've been with Spencer Lanning stepping in for Ryan Suckett this season?
Yeah, we had confidence that Spencer would do a very good job, and certainly he has. He kicked well all preseason, and in the first game had a bad snap, and he missed one, but fortunately it didn't cost us the game, and he's made them all since. So yeah, we got confidence in Lanning. And he's a solid person. He enjoys working out. He enjoys trying to make tackles on punts and things of that nature. So he's a football player. Really is a good athlete, and guys love him, yeah, because he's a committed athlete.